Hey, what's up? Welcome back to a new tutorial. My name is Xander Douik and this YouTube channel is all about photography, filmmaking and visual effects. So hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. In today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how you can create the Spider-Man web effect with two different methods and without any cuts. It's going to be one continuous shot. Now before we start, at the end of the video we will see a teaser for my next tutorials effect, so make sure to watch till the end. Now first things first, let me show you how I shot them. You need to be shooting on a tripod of course, and for the first method I used a fishing wire, tied it around the pillow, and I had my wife stand on a chair behind me. Then as I shoot the web, then pull my hand to grab the pillow, she pulls the fishing wire at the same time and hope to get the pillow in my hand. So we shot it.
And again, 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 and again.
And after several takes, we finally managed to get a good shot that was satisfying. And what else? Don't forget to take a clean shot as well, it's important. And now let's go to After Effects. Now inside of After Effects, the first thing to do is to get rid of that fishing line in case it's visible. So just apply the CC Simple Wire Remover effect. As you can see here, my wife's hands are visible, so I'm going to use the clean plate to remove them from the shot. Just create a rough mask around the hands or wherever you want to remove and feather it out a bit. Next, we're going to create the web shooting effect. So, create a new shape layer that starts as I start shooting the web and goes all the way to the pillow. Lower the shape stroke to around 3 pixels and remove the fill. To make it look like a real web, I'm gonna add some effects to it. So, search for the CC Light Sweep effect, play around with the direction, width, sweep intensity and edge intensity. Then add a turbulent displace effect, lower the amount and size and change the complexity to 2 and play around with the evolution. Next, add a Bevel's Alpha effect. Then apply a fractal noise effect, decrease the contrast and brightness, increase the complexity and dial the evolution. Lastly, add a CC glass effect. Under surface, increase the softness a bit and lower the height. Under light, increase the intensity and height to finally get this look. Then keyframe its position to follow the movement of my hand. And keyframe the shape path to extend as I shoot the web and to contract as I pull it back, to have this. Now for the web on the pillow, I created this shape, which you can download from the link below. Place it on top and add a liquefy effect to distort it and make it blend with the pillow. And to make it follow the movement of the pillow, create a new null layer, select your clip, go to Window, Tracker and track the motion for the pillow. Set the tiger to the null object, hit apply and then parent the web layer to the null object. And get this. Now select the web layers and pre-compose them and check move all attributes into the new composition. Now set it to screen and enable motion blur, then duplicate it for the shadow. Apply the drop shadow effect to it, check shadow only and play around with the settings for your liking. Next, just add some smoke while shooting the web to make it more realistic. You can download the smoke asset from the link below. Scale it down and duplicate it to make it more visible. And that's it for the first method. Moving to the second method, also shot on a tripod, and for this one I just shot the web, then pulled my hand and frozen. Then my wife came in and put the shaker inside my hand, and after she gets out of the frame, I continue acting. For the movement of the shaker, we just attach some fishing wire to it and pulled it left and right to have it tremble as the web touches it. And finally, take a clean shot and bring everything inside After Effects. I'm going to arrange it so the shot of the shaker will be on top, then we have the clean plate and the shot of me acting on the bottom. First thing to do is to turn off the shaker layer, create a mask on the clean plate to reveal the empty table. By the way, I'm only doing this because I did not remove the shaker before shooting, so if it's not the case for you, you could skip that part. Now reveal the shaker shot, create a mask around the shaker, feather it out and move both layers to sync it with my movement, and extend the empty shot for the entire clip. Now for the static shot of the shaker, just copy this layer, freeze frame it and extend it for the rest of the clip, and get this. For the web effect, just repeat what you did for the first method. Next, I'm going to create the flying shaker, so duplicate this layer, delete the first mask from it, freeze frame it, then draw a new mask around the shaker, change its anchor point and keyframe its position, scale and rotation to follow the web all the way to my hand, and then enable motion blur to have this. Now after it reaches my hand, I will bring the second clip of me holding the shaker and sync it with my first clip to get this. Next up is the web effect on top of the shaker. The first thing I'm gonna do is to track the movement of the shaker multiple times on different parts, so when the web sticks to the shaker, it follows its movements. Now create some null layers and track the shaker movement for each null layer to end up with something like this. Now as you can see, the shaker have this muscle tech logo that I used to track its movement, but if your object doesn't have anything that you can track, then you should add some tracking marks to it. Now create a new shape layer for each null that goes all the way back to the web origin to then have this web shape. To make it look more realistic, just copy and paste the effects from the first web. Next, pre-compose all the web layers along with the web origin layer, then with the new composition selected, choose the puppet pin tool and create a point for each end and for the web origin as well. Then select all the null objects and press P to show the position for each null, and on the web comp press the U key to show each pin we added. Then using the pick whip tool, parent each point with its corresponding null layer and try not to mess it up so you don't end up with something like this. Now for the web origin, I will manually keyframe its position to react as the web touches the shaker. And you can add extra motion to it by alt clicking the stopwatch and enter a wiggle expression open bracket 12, 12 close bracket to give it this extra wiggling motion. For more details on the web, you can add stock photos for real spider webs to it, and you can find a link to it in the description. Add a tint effect to make it black and white, and add a curves effect to add contrast to make the background black. Then set the layer to screen, then choose different sections and mask them to your web area to have this. Then you can add shadows as we did for the first method, and that's it. This is how the final effect looks. Now if I were to do this again, I would try to make the transition of when I caught the shaker more smooth. Other than that, I think everything else is just fine. And that is it, guys. That's how you can create the Spider-Man web effect with two different methods. I hope this video wasn't so hard to follow, although it was a bit long, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any ideas or suggestions, just tell me in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and see you in the next video.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new